Is this a show about comics?
West Coast Davengers. West Coast Davengers. Ah! Ah!
Oh, glorious day. Welcome back to the West Coast Avengers. My name's Dave. Hi. I'm your host, the comic book guy. Don't forget, like, follow, subscribe, drop a comment down below, all that jazz. The interactivity between you, the viewer, and me, the host, is much welcomed, and it is helpful. Every Wednesday is my sale, West Coast Wednesday, right here on this channel. You can follow my podcast, It Came From the Newsstand. Links are down below. I also have a Discord for the West Coast Avengers. Links to that are down below. I'm filming this at night because I just came home with this collection of 11 short boxes. Now, I've been working on this one for like 3 days. Finally got a chance to meet up. The guy was really frustrated with trying to sell these online. He was like trying to list stuff on eBay. He was trying to sell it on OfferUp, all this stuff. He was having no luck, I think just because he doesn't really know comics that well. And he just wanted to move the stuff out. Now, it's not going to be a banger collection. I like to call this the dead era. Most of these books are from like 94, 95 through like 2000, 2001. Mostly DC. But from what I just kind of glanced at when I picked this stuff up and I just kind of flipped through it before I paid them, looks like it was bought new, put on the shelf, put away, and never really read or anything like that. So with that being said, I'm going to go through most of it not on camera because it's a lot of stuff. But I'm going to do this box. I think this box has some, let me just see. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, it's mostly DC. There's some Marvel. It may be like what would be considered not a great collection. I paid $300 for 11 short boxes. He just wanted it out of there. And I know there's a couple Adam Hughes Wonder Woman books in here that should at least recoup most of that. But a lot of this stuff is going to go to the con that I'm doing. It's going to be dollar books. I'll bulk the rest out. The $300 I spent will come back like that. If I can pull out maybe about $500 in loose books and then just make my money back on the bulk, that's really the key. You get to see me go through some of this stuff. So I'll go through this first box. I'm going to put on my gloves because it's a little dusty. And then we'll cut to when I'm done going through the books. And I'll show you like the good books to come out of this. So it'll save me about an hour's worth of filming and save you about 25 minutes worth of watching. Or save you about an hour's worth of watching. But let's take a look here. And don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, that would be nice. All right, we're going to start from the back here. I know there's some Wonder Woman in here. Now, I don't know the actual keys on Wonder Woman, but you got the Phil Noto run and the 198. So there's some Phil Noto covers, some J.G. Jones covers. What I'm really looking for is maybe any of the Adam Hughes books or any variants that might be in here. Okay, so we've got some Adam Hughes covers. So the one that was in here, I put it in one of the other boxes. It's that one that's a Golden Age cover. I'll flash it on the screen here, but it's a really dope book. But yeah, here's the Adam Hughes run. So there's at least 4 covers in a row with Adam Hughes. Those are great. We all know we like Adam Hughes. He sells well. Okay, so this stuff comes from 2003. So more Wonder Woman. You know, there's some gratuitous Adam Hughes Wonder Woman right there. But it seems to me that I got every single one of those books in that late 2003 Adam Hughes cover run on Wonder Woman. I'm seeing Adam Hughes covers that I've never seen before. This one with the Nazi flag on it, never seen it. The cool thing about this is that I kind of flipped through it, but these boxes are so tightly packed. I really can't say for sure everything that's in here. Now, what I'm hoping for is maybe also hitting some newsstand copies, but I don't think there's going to be any in here. But you really don't you don't know. Oh, yeah, like I said, here's a 1996 Wonder Woman 112 newsstand right next to a direct. So you got to love it. I don't think any of this stuff is old enough to be Mark Jewelers, but if there is anything that I see, 100% we'll be pulling that out. Looks like the entire John Byrne Wonder Woman run is in here, which I think a lot of people really like it, but it doesn't get talked about that much. Here's some more Adam Hughes Wonder Woman. Wow, how many covers did he do? But yeah, this is like every Adam Hughes Wonder Woman book. Now, what you really hope for is that Supergirl Adam Hughes cover. That one's a big book for the collectors alike. Just to save us all a little bit of time and me a little bit of work, I'm going to go through this stuff. I'm going to save you the time because some of this stuff is just not interesting, not even really that interesting to me. And we'll cut to the end where I show you some of the stuff I got, and then we'll see each other next week after that. But by the time I throw this Aquaman book up and it comes down into my hand, we'll be reviewing the best books. You ready? Whoa! Oh! Hey! Pretty cool, right? So I've gone through almost everything. I'm going to go through this box last, and I'm going to do that one on camera because this one says WWF, Star Wars, TMNT, and miscellaneous. Now, I did peep through this when I was there before I took them and put them into my car, but I didn't see everything in here. And then I'll go through all the stuff I found. But let's take a look at this together. All right, we've got 2 Marvel DC amalgam packs with, I think, 2 or 3 books in each. They're opened, but amalgam's great. If you've never seen or heard of amalgam, in the 90s, Marvel and DC decided to combine forces and create new characters based on old characters. So Darkclaw, Wolverine, and Batman. It's ridiculous, but it's great. Okay, so this, I'll show you this real quick because I was hoping that I didn't get screwed here. So in one box, I found the Avengers JLA series, but it was 2, 3, and 4. And I'm like, shouldn't one be in there? And there it is. So that's the complete series. That's great. George Perez did that with Kurt Busiek, and when Perez passed away, there was kind of like a surge on people wanting that book. They reprinted them, but very short run, so those are actually still valuable. It's a great series too. Got an Alf annual, but no Seal issue. Yeah, fire! Beavis and Butthead #1. That's a newsstand as well. We've got some Rob Liefeld Captain America. Hopefully we've got the puffed out chest issue. Got a Daredevil 1/2 with the certificate of authenticity in there, and followed by a Daredevil #1. Little Kevin Smith, Joe Quesada, Marvel Knights stuff. So this is very late 90s, early 2000s Marvel. You've got the Doom miniseries, as well as the first issue Spectacular. Some G.I. Joe, what do we got? Issue 29. Not close. Issue 31, it's going up. That's a key. Issue 32. I actually just sold one of these for $20 last night. So I'll take another one. 35. Yeah, it's going up. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's going to be a first Snake Eyes in here, but first Storm Shadow, but oh well. See Todd. Bye Todd. Spider-Man #1 still in the polybag. Silver edition. You don't see this too often. This is Spider-Man Unlimited 1/2. I don't know if it's worth more than $10, but it's always fun to see stuff that you don't see all the time. Oh, there's another copy right there. All right, so here comes some TMNT. We've got TMNT Adventures #2, number 31. The higher the better. 36. This series went 72 or 71 issues. So the higher you go, the lower the print run. And generally, these books run for about $15 to $30, sometimes even more. There's issue 51 and issue 61. So not quite the end, but pretty close. Have you guys ever see this book before? Maybe not. Maybe you've never heard of X-Men #1 by Timothy Lee or something like that. I don't think that's the first issue of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I don't think that's volume 1, I should say, but maybe it is. Whether you're a wrestling fan or not, you just don't see this stuff anymore. Kevin Nash had his own comic. This is the preview book. Look at that first issue with Kevin Nash. Big Daddy Cool, Diesel. Issue 1, the regular cover, and then issue 2, the photo variant, and issue 2, the regular cover. So whether that's worth $10 or $20, I can almost guarantee you that'll be sold in my next claim sale. Lots of wrestling fans in the Davengerinos. Oh, Misa on the cover? Oh, Misa Misa bump bad. Now I knew these were in here because he mentioned it. There's an Undertaker #1 preview book, but I know the regular issues are in here too. They're just probably somewhere in this box still.
The Dead Man.
And here we go. Here comes the Undertaker. Undertaker 1/2, and then another copy of Undertaker 1/2. Undertaker 1, both covers, and #2. So let's take a look. Not a banger collection, but great for dollar books inventory and stuff like that going forward. I can always use that for the con. So we got a Superman Family number 211, Marriage of Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle. Got 2 copies of Spider-Girl 1/2. This Spider-Girl series, it sells really well. People buy those books because it's something new to them, because nobody was reading comics in that era. Harley Quinn, Our Worlds at War. Just a weird Harley Quinn book that's very early in her existence. So I think that's about a $20 book. I've got the 3 issues where John Stewart, Hal Jordan quits the Green Lantern. John Stewart assumes the mantle of Green Lantern, and then the origin of John Stewart. Along with that, some more Green Lantern. I've got the end of the Hal Jordan, when he goes crazy and pretty much tries to kill everybody. And then you got the first appearance of Kyle Rayner. Now, what's interesting here is these 2 Green Lantern 50s are both, one's a newsstand and one's a direct. So he bought 2 copies. And then the first full Kyle Rayner also, that is a newsstand. Speaking of Green Lantern, not a big book by any sorts, but a book that I read that's fantastic. It's The Legend of the Green Flame by Neil Gaiman and friends. And it was like this old script that Neil Gaiman had sent in to DC, and it like sat in a drawer for 15, 20 years or something. And they finally made it with a bunch of artists. I forget all the artists that are in here, but Frank Miller does the cover. It's a great read if you've never read it before. Like I said, not an expensive book, $5-10. And then this was a surprise. One of the drug issues from Green Lantern, Green Arrow, number 86. It's like a mid-grade copy, but that'll be $40-50. Batgirl number 1, first ongoing Cassandra Cain Batgirl. I got some late Volume 1 Catwoman, and they're all kind of Harley Quinn associated. Like, that's a violent Harley Quinn cover. There's another Harley cover, another Harley cover, and then one more Harley cover. Early Harley Quinn covers do really well. $10, $15 here and there. But it's one of those things that these were probably sitting in dollar boxes for a while, and people would discover them. Okay, Shadow of the Bat 83. I believe this is where Huntress becomes Batgirl. But then Legends of the Dark Knight 120 is the first full appearance of Cassandra Cain as Batgirl. And we've got Detective 737, which I think is maybe a early Harley Quinn appearance. But then 570, that's Batman 570. This is the second appearance of Harley Quinn in DC continuity. And then the first appearance of Cassandra Cain is this one, Batman 567. We've got the first appearances of Jaime Reyes and Jaime Reyes as the Blue Beetle. So that's Infinite Crisis 3 and 5. Now, I said earlier in the video that I'm pretty sure I got the entire Adam Hughes Wonder Woman run, and I did. I checked that on my phone while I was going through everything, and this is the book that kind of really sells that entire run. That is Wonder Woman 184, and it's this great cover by Adam Hughes that looks like a Golden Age book. I haven't looked at the condition yet, but I guess I can do that right now. Looking at a near mint copy, this might be something that I have pressed and sent off to CGC to kind of really make my money back on this in one book. But most likely I'll just sell it raw as a near mint copy. This thing, I had a newsstand of this about a year or so ago, but it was really beat up. Like, it was really beat up. Maybe like a 3.0. So I just threw it on eBay, started at 99 cents, sold it for $65. And that was a beat up newsstand. So people do look for this book in the raw. And that'll probably just provide that opportunity for somebody. No need to maximize the profits by wasting time getting that graded. I'd rather sell this stuff quick. So $300 got me all this. And with 100% confidence, everything that's in these boxes, I could sell for $300 tomorrow to my bulk guy. But what I'll do is I will pull some of this stuff out for dollar books and $2 books at the con. What doesn't sell will get sold to my guy. He's my guy. And some of this will be available at the next West Coast Wednesday, which is probably going to be the week you see this. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to do the like and subscribe stuff and throw a comment down below. And check out the podcast that came from the newsstand, and follow me on Instagram, whatever. All my links are down below. I appreciate you, and we'll see you next week on the This Guy Buys Comics Way Too Much. Oh, that's a wet one.